Welcome to Everything Artsy. My name is Tamika Barrow, also known as Tiki. Today, we are going to be working on Golden Nebula. I will be working out of my art journal called Meandering Through Life Art Journal Series Volume 1. This was originally an average book I purchased from a dollar store that I intentionally turned into an art journal by gluing 2 to 3 pages together for a sturdier substrate. Now for this project, I am applying a thin layer of clear gesso. And now I'm going to speed things up a bit. My first layer of color is the soft body phthalo blue, and I'm using a square flat brush to apply it. I'm getting the feeling that I should add some titanium white to create a gradient color. I think I like the two-tone color, but realize that I don't want to fully cover the page. At this point, I decided to have a little fun and incorporate the painted string technique. Using kitchen tying string I cut and Mars Black mixed with water to create a more fluid paint. I hold one end of the string and drop it into the paint using a wooden skewer to fully immerse the string into the paint. Once fully covered, I proceeded to pull the string up and hover it over the page, and then drop the string so as to leave a coiled, or rather somewhat unpredictable, curvy line design. I'm moving it all around the page and reloading it with paint when necessary, trying to get something different each time by moving the string in all sorts of different directions. Dragging it gets really good results too. Next, I decided to incorporate gold acrylic and chose to use a disposable mascara stick as my unique painting tool to add a top and bottom border. Now at this point, I'm starting to get a feel for the painting and wanted to see some titanium white lighten up the background a little bit. I'm using a small square flat brush to apply short strokes in between the painted string marks to add some variety, being careful not to smear the Mars Black because it hasn't dried yet. Time for some embellishments. I will be gluing them down with glossy accents glue, and I'm using dried acrylic from the bottle tops of my acrylic paints. I love using these in my artwork and to add an interesting bit of dimension. So now I choose to use 3 gold and 1 orange because they complement the background very well. I decided to add some gold acrylic ink to the area around the embellishments. And felt the need to utilize my skewer stick again to drag out the paint to make it look like it's bursting forth, like a nebula. Mind you, I didn't know that's what I was going to name it until after it was all said and done, but I had the idea that I wanted it to look like it was exploding on the page. Now, after looking at it, I wanted to add a little bit more to the top and bottom border, so I decided to use some of the soft body lime green as a little pop of color, and I used the end of my skewer stick, the round flat part, to dip into the paint and place the dots along the border, following the shape of the border. After laying down these dots, I decided to use the other end of the skewer stick to add more subtle dots with the soft body cadmium orange to the Mars Black painted string lines. This was a bit tedious, so I decided to speed it up. And once I have it completed with the addition of teal fluid acrylic paint around and on the nebula, there you go. Thank you for watching.